Hey everybody. My name is Brittany and I am back with another video. Welcome to Brit Reviews It All. So, really quick, just wanted to speak on the latest episode of Sistas. I missed last week, with the holiday and work and all of that. It's a lot. So, we just missed it. Now, just picking back up on this week, didn't I say that Dani was going to end up being correct about Tony's ex-wife wanting to get back her family? The signs were there. Dani picked up on it. At a dinner in the previous episode, Tony started to realize that Dani was actually partially correct. I mean, let him tell it partially correct, but he's so much about his kids, as he should be, that I think it was gonna take him a second to really see it, but Dani caught it right off the bat. This lady, she pops up at Dani's house with Dani's vape pen, basically going off because she found it in her daughter's backpack, I believe. Now, two things. Dani, how many vape pens do you have, and how did you not know you were missing one? Two, if Tony, you're the dad, you were with the children while, what's his name, was away. I can't even remember her freaking name. But while she was away, working, and you said that you looked through, you found the handcuffs or whatever, so I don't know how you missed the vape pen, because at that point you probably should have looked through all her things to make sure that she did not remove anything else from Dani's apartment. 3, I totally understand where Tony is coming from as far as being more responsible when it comes to the children, and if she wants to be with him, she's gonna have to get there. As we watch the episode, we see her come to the realization that she is going to have to make some changes, because she is very much not ready to give up on her relationship with Tony. I don't blame her. I do like the both of them. I feel like he challenges her to be better and do better, and I think that she still kind of challenges him a little bit, but in a different way. But I totally get it where he was coming from on that note. On the other note, I do understand where Dani was coming from. Y'all are ready to condemn me or to jump down my back or jump down my throat about me being irresponsible when it came to your child taking something from my apartment, going through my things. However, not once did you hear either the mom or Tony say that they, dealt with the situation, which is a part of it. Your daughter, and Tony, you know this, the mom doesn't know that. Your daughter has taken something from Dani's apartment twice. I don't know if it was in the same time she took 2 things and he only found 1. Regardless of the fact, she took something that she knew did not belong to her from Dani's apartment without her knowing. That is the problem for me, and I feel like you definitely need to get on her, because at this point, yes, Dani is the adult. If she's gonna have your children over there, she's gonna have to make sure she's actually watching them and making sure that they're not getting into things that they're not supposed to. Got it. On the other hand, sir, you're gonna have to get on your children about how to conduct themselves when they are not in the home. Especially when it comes to taking things that they know for a fact do not belong to them. I was totally with Dani on that part. So we're going to have to see what happens, because in the scenario where she basically the wife, ex-wife, where she still says she's the wife, which completely confirmed, like I said, what we were thinking, or what Dani was thinking, this lady still wants you. I want Dani to make sure she speaks up for herself as far as the scenario between Tony and his ex-wife, and let him know what's going on. However, You know, Tony has to tread lightly because you don't want to mess up the co-parenting relationship with your ex-wife either. Um, Tough scenario to be in, but they got to figure it out. And ex-wife, you need to fall back, okay? Because y'all didn't work out for some reason. All right, moving on. Um, what was something that was really poking out to me? Sabrina, we have a new male interest that has entered into the fold. This guy, he seems to possibly be somebody that is going to keep popping back up moving forward. I do love that they put Rich on Front Street about how you're saying you don't want children. She's saying she does. She's in the process of whatever the fertility process is for her. What is going to happen in this scenario when Sabrina has a donor that's not you, and she is with a child, but you don't want kids? Something about that is not going to go, because you're going to have to acknowledge that child, whether it's yours or not, and you're in a relationship with the child's mother. You're still going to be playing that role, sir. Or you better be, or she definitely ain't gonna do nothing with you moving forward. I will say I love to see how his face dropped when she let him know, like, yeah, I told you I was on a business dinner. This is what I was doing, because he was ready to go to get snappy with her, and it wasn't even that. You was rude to that man. You didn't even have all the facts. You jumped to conclusions. That's what you get. I feel, and this is just a prediction, Sabrina is going to end up pregnant with Rich's child, but she's not going to end up with Rich. She's going to end up with this new guy that we're seeing. Just a prediction. We shall see. We know how Tyler is. I don't know. We're going to see. Moving on. Let's see. Karen. Karen, I loved to see this side of Karen in this episode. We got to see a softer side of her. We got to see, her trying to create a peaceful environment, be open to, having Fatima come around with Zach, come to the appointment, be involved. Let's do this as a team. It's a weird scenario. This is what it is. We got to figure it out. I liked it. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with this situation with Pam, though, because that boy, something about him is off. And we saw that in the previous episode where Karen saw him in the back alleyway talking to a whole nother female all up in her face. Now, sir, you have been popping up in Karen's face first. She denied you. She shut you down. Now, all of a sudden, you all up in Pam's face. And now, Karen is finding out that her insurance is not active because it's linked to her company credit card, which is maxed out. So we're going to have to see if this guy is crooked, and that's what he's been kind of all around trying to do, because he was able to get the information and use this girl's credit card. But it's going to look like Pam did it, because she's the one who did say she used it to for things that went into her business. Now, Pam, this is going to be another thing that's interesting, because Karen's mom brought up a good fact. She's using your store. She used your company credit card to get her business started and selling products out of your store. You can get, you deserve some kind of a percentage. Just saying. Okay. So we're going to put a pin in that, and we're going to see what happens with that scenario. Who else? Fatima and Zach, that was a funny little situation that happened. Nothing major for me to really say there. What else? Oh, the more obvious thing. Gary and Andy. This situation is continuing. Andy has basically been pushed into a corner, and she has broken up with Jordan. I really wish she would have confided in Jordan for the umpteenth time, Andy. I really wish she would have confided in him, because he may have some resources that you're not aware of. that could help with the situation that's going on that Gary is threatening to do. Whether it's to him, you know that his home is bugged, you know that your place is bugged. The first thing you should have did is have a conversation with him away from phones, away from anybody, not in your house, not in his house, somewhere, and let him know what's going on. He keeps telling you that. The second thing, get somebody in there to find those bugs and all it. Check your car, check your phones, check your house, his house, and make sure y'all get rid of all that stuff, your office, everything. And make sure y'all look for any bugs anywhere. Do it immediately. And then look and see what between you and Jordan, what y'all can come up with. I'm kind of thinking that Andy still talking to Penelope on the phone. She might, between the two of them, have come up with something where they're going to be able to get his tail. And I really hope they're able to nail him. Ooh, I hope they get him. So basically, he's forcing her to marry him, which is the weirdest thing. And it's like, what? You want her to be miserable for the rest of your life? You can't have her. You don't want anyone else to have her. That's basically the scenario. And then in the end, we saw a clip where at Karen's baby shower, he's going to pop up. So we're going to have to see what happened with that. We know Zach got beef with him. We know the ladies do not fool with him based off of everything that has been going on with Andy for X amount of years at this point. So we're going to have to see what happens. Overall, the episode was great. Previous episode was great. Those were all the things that really stuck with me from watching it yesterday. So with that being said, I want to thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I will come back with more videos. I have some more stuff ticking in my brain that I want to do. As usual, I say that all the time. It's coming, it's coming. But thank you again. I will see you the next time. Bye, y'all.